This is where we're starting to look kind of more like apocalypse over in this region now. Wow. Every single thing on this entire block is gone except for this Volkswagen. And wow, another eerie remnants of what happened here. Fire hose attached to the fire hydrant. This is such an eerie sound of this metal just clinging up against this fence. You can see, it appears there was a baseball bat. I'm guessing on the inside of that car. Can't imagine how much money burned up in there. Just physical cash gone. Looking at that Chase ATM. Has seen better days. Air One appears to be fine. And somebody wrote "praying for you" on the back of this BMW X3. Palm trees absolutely just scorched at the tops. Smells like smoke on this street bad. This house is gone. I mean, you can see inside there's ashes all on the inside, on the floors. This is kind of crazy. It's like a random bullet shell here. You can just see the ocean right through this house. All right, bros, here in Santa Monica, we're about to ride up into the Palisades and go assess kind of some of the damage that's happening out there from the wildfires in LA. So we're just gonna pop on the one right out here and take a left towards Palisades. And we'll be using our media pass here.
Go ahead and stop so we can read that.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a corresponding ID? All right, sir.
All right, thank you.
They're not looking out for you, so just be careful with the bike.
Okay, all right, definitely. All right, thank you. So we are in the Palisades here, and you can see definitely a little bit of burned brush there. We are in the Palisades now, and it looks like this area is fine, really. This road actually looks like the fire did not get to this road. This is Ramos. Oh yeah, then there is a first burn house that I'm seeing in today's ride in the Palisades. And there's a security guard just chilling there. I'll splice in a little bit of closer clips for my iPhone. Ash, all on this Mercedes. So this would be Ramos Place and Toyopa Drive. Take a look here. I mean, you can see this house is just absolutely gone. Nothing at all is remains of this house here, or any of these houses down here. Tree rope swing down. I gotta watch out for like nails here, honestly. The wood burns and obviously the nail remains, and there's some rusty nails all over the place here. Trash can here just completely incinerated. Look at the wheel for that trash can there. This thing is just gone. So houses on the left here, crazy, man. It's just like basketball hoop is up. Looks like nothing ever happened at this place. And then my God, right across the street here, a Land Rover just decimated. This house is just absolutely gone. Completely. My goodness, dude. Holy crap. And we have a fire truck here. Laguna Beach Fire Department. That tree you can see has been burned. However, the house is one of the lucky ones here. The house is fine. And it's hard to know which way to go. Honestly, we are at Toyopa and La Cumbre Drive. We'll go this way. Mercedes untouched. It is very dusty. This house just absolutely scorched, gone. Now, I don't really know my fire equipment stuff. This might be a hose for a fire truck, is that correct? So this is Chataqua Blvd, right or left? This house seems to be fine. 390 would be the address here, and we'll just take a look over this hill if we can. All down in this canyon, it's really not looking too bad. And you can hear the sound of that police chopper up there. So this is, the address of this place is 390, which looks fine, but across the street up here, that one on top of the hill, you can see is just completely gone, and this entire hillside here, you can just tell flames just engulf this place. That sign up there I don't know what that sign used to be, but it's melted. So we're gonna whip it around and get deeper in this way. Getting closer to the heart of the Palisades. And these homes are fine on the right. 424 is fine. 444 appears to be fine as well. And all these trees are down on the left here. Chataqua Blvd. Yeah, these homes seem fine here. Back on Toyopa Drive, looking all right here. Totally fine on this road. Windy though, very windy up here. We're getting higher elevation here now. Got a new construction going up. Walked out on that one. Coming up on Bulldozed place. And wow, just out of nowhere, this house is gone. It's like this entire street is fine, and then out of nowhere, 579, it'd be Bulldozed place, I believe, or Toyopa Drive. So that's very just interesting, crazy to see. This one surrounded by just basically homes that are fine. As you can see here to the left, this one appears to be totally fine. Everything around here really looks like nothing happened. And that's a stone, at least a stone facade on that one. The stone facade remains. But yeah, all these homes right here are fine. That tree up there though, you can tell it's looking, you know, blackened. That tree should be green, but it's black. And those palm trees, 622 Toyopa, I believe it would be drive. Yeah. Just downed. This one is completely gone. Wow, across the street, it's fine. And looking off in the distance, I can just tell that those hills just look burned. You know, they used to be green, or, you know, like a lot more green anyway. Now I just see black and brown, where it used to be brown and green. Holy smokes. Pampas Ricas is the street we're crossing here in Toyopa Drive. This is where we're starting to look kind of more like apocalypse over in this region now. Wow. This neighborhood appears to be largely gone, where the previous one we just came out of appeared to be largely intact. Now this house on the corner is fine, but there's really not too many over here that appear to be in good condition at all. However, this guy got lucky. 720 Toyopa Drive is standing across the street. No. And we can see this is kind of some of the stuff they were warning us about. It's a manhole just ripped up here. Here's some sirens off in the distance. It's looking like this golf cart was out here possibly through all this, maybe. Just based on how smoky it's looking to me. But this house gone. Obviously this van here, completely gone. Windows shattered on the ground. House is just gone. It's crazy. It's just like the chimneys, or there's a thing that's standing on a lot of these houses. Wow. This is just breathtaking. Just what I'm looking at. You know, it's just kind of a loss of words, man. I don't even know what to say. I really need to be mindful of where I'm stepping so I don't end up with a nail through my foot. Oh, and moving down the road here, as we can see, there's really nothing to be said. Just houses and cars, completely incinerated. You can just barely tell. This one over here is a Mercedes, was a Mercedes by the burned emblem right here. My goodness, this fire must have been burning extremely hot. Whew. Like, look at that I-beam, just completely bent. How hot does it have to be to bend an I-beam? Over here, you can see this house is just gone. This Audi might have been here through the whole thing based on how dirty it's looking. Really appears to be intact. The car survived, the house, not so much. And this car up here, man, this one, completely gone. Like literally the frame of this car is barely even there. Obviously complete destruction of all these houses. More cars and houses. I mean, it's just more of the same, really. To the right, to the left, almost starting to look like I'm just becoming like almost normalized to it by the end of this block. This house is gone. So we're on Drummond Street and Toyopa Drive. And it looks like we have a news crew down here. We'll take a left on Drummond Street to the left here. House is gone. This appears to be a Tesla to me. A little washer and dryer and a fireplace. We got the fire crew over here off in the distance doing what they can do. The children's swing here on the corner remains on the tree. The house, no. And as we can see, the fire crew here, Anaheim Fire Department, over here looking at the tree, and just downed houses, down after down after down house. This appears to be some sort of forklift, completely gone as well. So looking at this appears to be, this house may have been in construction. Is that some sort of concrete pouring thing over there and construction equipment, like some sort of, what do you call it, the scaffolding? This would appear to be some sort of possibly new construction going on here. Platinum Pro, it says right there. And just fireplace after fireplace. Fireplace. Absolutely destroyed trees everywhere here. This is truly just heartbreaking. At Alma Real Drive, this block to the right is looking very, very, very bad. My God, dude, this used to be one of the most beautiful neighborhoods, and it's just unbelievable to see what I'm witnessing here. 755 is the number for the address here I just rolled up on. Many, many nails sticking up down there, so that's kind of what I was talking about before. Looks to be what was a Jeep Wrangler, from what I can see, and possibly another Tesla over there. Houses are down, down, down. Pretty much everything over here is gone. I'll pick up the pace a little bit here. That was a Tesla Model Y. I mean, it's like I'm looking at what I can identify here, and it's really just kind of like the outline of what a car used to be. And chimneys, really. It's a Ford Bronco. Oh, a little whiskey throttle there on the Ebike. Not a typical tail happy review here. And 3 fireplaces chilling up here, man. Like, wow. Every single thing on this entire block is gone, except for this Volkswagen. The Volkswagen survives. Every other thing, gone. This house remains. It is a non-wooden house, it appears. San Luis Obispo, fire truck passing by, a county about 5 hours north of here, but this is one of the lucky ones that remains here. I can't see the number on this one, but it appears this structure is entirely fine from the outside. The car out front, though, is gone. The Prius remains, not the Tesla. I'm guessing that's the Tesla, I don't know. And more I-beams. Every house, basically. My God. You can see there was hedges up around the outside of that house, giving privacy between the houses. At Pampas Ricas and Chapala Drive, we'll take a right here. Apocalyptic aftermath. Oh my goodness. Not sure where I'm at here, but it says Alma Real Drive. We have this 548 address at El Casero Place. Looks to be fine. Across the street, not so fortunate. And this house would have an ocean view. You can see the ocean off in the distance there. Now you can see it from the street. It appears there was a mailbox here. Really not much would remain of that if it was there. Another house gone. You can see this tree just completely scorched black. And now 2 houses in a row down, but this one, concrete structure, appears to be concrete to me. This house Seems to be fine to me from the outside, but the next house down, gone. Explain that to me. Like, how does that happen? S2000 sitting out front, seems to be fine. Trash can here, melted. Convertible, fine. This structure, this house is completely gone over here. Wow, oh my goodness. And just looking at the dimensions of this house, man, this had to have been a very expensive house. This appears to be, based on those round turn cutout lights there, I would say possibly a Ferrari or maybe a Corvette. I don't know, I can't tell. I mean, the car is burned so bad, you can't tell. I can't tell what it was. I really need to be mindful of where I'm walking here. This is such an eerie sound of this metal just clinging up against this fence. And off in the distance here, I can see it's just more, just absolute destruction off in the distance. And wow, another eerie remnants of what happened here. Fire hose attached to the fire hydrant and just left the house gone right in front of it. Something we don't really see too much of so far at 654 appears to be partially burned. On the right, this house is burned. The left seems to be fine. Largely what I've seen so far is just a house either completely intact or pretty much just a chimney remaining, I guess you could say, here at El Cerco Place. That is one of the partially lucky ones. White picket fence still remains in front of this house. 670 is fine. This new construction, it appears, at Frontera Drive seems to be fine. Brick house. But on the left side here, these ones are gone. Just to orientate you, we are at Alma Real Drive and Frontera Drive. I think I'm gonna go to the right here. Firefighters over here inside of this structure. Firefighters appear to be going through whatever's going on in here. And these houses are gone. Cal Fire truck here, across the street, gone. More I-beams down, car on the street. Car is absolutely gone. You can see, it appears there was a baseball bat. I'm guessing on the inside of that car at Chapala Drive. So Alma Real and Chapala, we're going up Chapala Drive now. CRV out front. You can see the bumper of this car is melted on the lower part. But the car remains. The house, gone. How eerie walking up to a gate. 753 Chapala Drive. The gate is closed. There is no door, there is no house. No houses across the street. We're gonna turn around. I just realized I already went down this road, but they all the streets kind of look the same. Honestly, it's hard to tell the difference because it just looks like this everywhere. And we have a police officer rolling through, and we can see more houses completely burned. I have a media pass here. All right.
How are you?
All right, thank you.
Good.
The cops are out enforcing anybody who's not supposed to be here because looting is a big problem. Well, they want to prevent any sort of looting from happening out here because some of these houses remain intact, and obviously it's important to keep people out who would be going to get through and rummage those houses. Escalade. Just more destruction. And this house, the White House here, seems to be totally fine. At 820 Alma Real, the tree out front is gone. And the neighboring houses on both sides, gone. Across the street. Now this might be a school. I actually don't know, but this is a school zone. School zone here. We can see off in the distance. I would have to say that building off in the distance. It says it's actually hard to see what exactly is going on over there, but it is partially, definitely partially got the flames got to it. So it looks like this school would be Corpus Christi Catholic School, and it looks to have been somewhat, well, I don't know how to define it, but we can see definitely there's a lot of burning on the roof, but the brick wall, oh yeah, looking through that door, you can see the insides of this place did not survive, but the brick structure here remains partially, as well as the statue. And this appears to be the remains of the library. And I think we're getting more into downtown Palisades, possibly. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services California Properties here. Gas station over here to the right. And we're at La Cruz Drive and Alma Real. And we can see this is kind of more of the heart of the Pacific Palisades here. Man, there's a gas station right here to the right. It looks like those pumps are actually intact, so can't imagine what would have happened if the fire lit up all the gas here. I don't even know what this building used to be. We can see not much remains of 15200 La Cruz or Sunset Boulevard. I'm not sure which it would be. Riding out into Sunset Boulevard here. And that was the Chase Bank. That was the Chase Bank right there. And we can see the Chase is completely, absolutely incinerated. Can't imagine how much money burned up in there. Just physical cash gone. Probably don't want to get too close to this so they don't think I'm like trying to get in here and take money or something, but looking at that Chase ATM has seen better days. Citibank across the street appears to be intact. There's Citibank, and that building to the right seems to be fine. And Wells Fargo, Ruby Nails, and up here on the right, I believe, would be Erewhon, more police perusing through. It appears one of the iconic structures of Los Angeles, Erewhon, appears to be fine. There appears to be no damage to the building from the front. And across the street here, it looks like we have the fire department doing some news story, and Lululemon here to the right is fine. Now over here at Sunset and Swarthmore, appears to be an Italian restaurant gone. Yeah, that is gone. And riding down here, I don't know what used to be there, some sort of giant commercial building, gone. All gone, just gone. I don't even know what this thing is hanging down. Villa de la Paz is the street we are arriving on. I'll turn to the left here, and I mean, to the right, everything gone. To the left, it looks like it might have been a fire station, possibly. I don't know, actually, on that. Don't quote me on that. Palisades Veterinary Center is fine, but not the buildings to either side of it. And more structures just completely gone. Community Church, United Methodist, gone. We'll go down there in a minute. But more houses here, gone. Fire station E27, looks like 767 there was fine. 757 gone. 753 fine. Don't know what that address would be, but it was a big home. Was a big home. All of these ones now are gone. Across the street, same deal. On the left, just everything basically on this street. Gone, and then boom, giant at Carthage. 2 houses stand, but not the neighbor house here. And really, this is really looking very bad here. We're headed towards the ocean at DePaul Street. And we can see a crew of people from the gas company up there. House is gone. Have this truck. Chevy truck remains. What? How? So over here we have a house that's gone, and somebody wrote "Praying for You" on the back of this BMW X3, which I don't know how this car is going to stay remaining when everything else around it is completely gone. Some sort of fire equipment here we can see. Well, we can see this car was here while this occurred due to the melted plastic on the taillight, and just melted a little bit on the right here. A little bit of water dripping over here. Continuing on, I can see the ocean just off in the distance here at Earlham Street, and Villa de la Paz is what we are on. The old BMW here. The old 3 Series, I believe that would be. This remains, not this truck, not these houses. Another house gone. Truck gone. There's a fire pole here. Don't know if I should be under that. I mean, I'd imagine these lines are cut off completely, but we can just see. Ooh. Dial that down a little bit. This is a powerful e-bike. You can see that just completely broken half. Burned. Palm trees, absolutely just scorched at the tops. Smells like smoke on this street bad. Just all of these homes, man, burned. It's a gas company truck. We got one gas worker out here. And this might be the only house on the block here, possibly, that remains on the street. 558 would be the address number on this one. But everything around it is completely gone. It does look like a window might be broken up there. You can see the Santa Monica Mountains out there, where I believe the fire still continues to some degree. Although at the time I'm filming this, it is 2 p.m. Sunday, January 12th. So it's been quite a few days now since the fires began. And we're gonna head on towards the ocean here a bit, see what it's looking like down here. So back at the light post here, Earlham and, I forget the name of the road, but mostly just the same thing we've been seeing, house after house everywhere gone. I'll stay out of these people's shot over here. Looks like they're filming. They might be filming some sort of news here. There's a line down here. I don't know if we should run that over. Convertible. All these houses. There is some pink tape up over here, so we'll take a left towards the ocean. And seems like SoCal Gas is one of the main crews out here working. And this would be the end of this neighborhood. We'll turn around. This Land Cruiser survived here. Classic car. Another trash can, recycle bin gone there. And to give you an idea of where we are here, this is the ocean. So in my other ride, you can see the Pacific Coast Highway down there a little bit. We rode down the one a little bit, looking up here. But now we're getting a little better look at what's been happening in the actual Palisades neighborhood. Just a little bit of water sprinklers out here, watering the lawn here in front of this home. These homes that are no longer here. Via de las Olas. Pretty much just I-beams remain of that house. And turning around here, we can see this is a little bit of an overlook here, where we can see basically Santa Monica Pier would be that way. And that is the Pacific Coast Highway down there. As we can see, all of this was hit pretty hard by the flames as well. Continuing on, we can see all of these oceanfront homes here are no longer. And this is like really pretty oceanfront here. You can see the ocean there to the left. Wow. See all the Humvees and military cops down there. And so much more destruction along the one out towards Malibu. I'm really just kind of documenting, showing what I can around here. There's a telephone pole down crossing the street here, so I'm probably not going to go that way. We'll go up here actually. Let's see if we can get up here. Down down townhomes. And this is the mobile home park that we saw in my previous video, and it looks so much worse from this perspective looking down. You can just see the absolute incineration that occurred down there. Wow. It just smells like the biggest bonfire ever right here. And this home that overlooks this is quite the view spot right here. This tree somehow survived. Wow. That just looks so crazy from up here. There is, I don't even know how many, hundreds of mobile homes that are just completely gone. See that telephone pole down? $15,539 Via de las Olas is completely gone. And there's just power lines down here. Stay away from them. I'm pretty sure those folks back there were standing in front of what used to be their home. My God, what a horrific situation. More power lines crossing the street here. I know these aren't live lines, but I don't want to go across those just in case, I'm gonna go around them. I got rubber tires, right? It'll insulate me. And more oceanfront, bluff side homes. Everything over here is just completely gone. A little sign here burned saying, "Save our slope." And this oceanfront home, bluff front home, appears to have survived. 437. However, I can tell this is a 911. Was a 911. How is it in the front yard? And whatever fire was burning here must have been extremely hot. Just look at the liquefied metal. I mean, is that the paint of the car that melted off? Is this the paint of a 911? And I think this would run down to Tasco Canyon. What the heck, why not? Let's go. So more houses to the right. Exactly what you'd expect to see. To the left. Roll on this driveway. You can see This must have been an epic ocean view at this house. Wow. And pretty much speaks for itself. Just shingles, pretty much. Shingles there. But it looks like this house right here was one of the lucky ones. This house appears to be untouched at 531. If you just take a peek through here, yeah, you can see on the other side of here, the house back there is gone. Let's roll down here, throw this thing on PAS 5. And this house is gone. The G-Wagon in the driveway here is looking a little scorched on the right side. Neighbor's house is here, not so lucky. This house is gone. This house, 2 houses here, 546 and 554. I mean, dude, this house looks like nothing ever happened. Moving on here, just more of the same really on both sides of the streets. The winds are picking up, man. The winds are picking up again. I really don't even know where to go. It's just absolutely an entire neighborhood here in the Pacific Palisades, largely 90% absolutely gone. 620. There's a Corvette out here in the streets. Corvette C6, C5. House is gone. The Boxster survived. So I'm hoping, this is valuable content to see. Maybe provide a look inside of the neighborhood. But it's really, here's one that was going up. It looks like construction project here. 719 Haverford Ave, no longer. And just house after house. Man, the winds are really picking up though. The winds are getting strong. The Santa Ana winds, that is. When the winds are coming from this direction, the ocean is behind me. So typically the wind flow is this way. The Santa Ana winds is what brings in that dry desert air. And that is the source, or not the source, but like what accelerates these fires is the Santa Ana winds. Obviously, the winds themselves is not gonna start a fire. Somebody or something has to start the fire. Now, as we're getting over here more, it looks like these houses are more intact, starting around 837. Now it just went from like everything completely gone to, you can tell the fire's in. Well, I guess I take my words back. But that seems to be kind of like a line in the sand, so to speak, except for here is a missing structure. These are apartments, 850 apartments. And a little bit of exterior damage to that building. And I believe we're rolling up on Antioch Street, Radcliffe Ave. So this would be, I've been on this road before. More homes gone. And there's a football field off in the distance to the right. Normally you wouldn't be able to see that because there'd be houses blocking it from here. But this, if I just take a right here, we have this is Tasco Canyon I'm rolling up on now. Tasco Canyon Road. and Bowdoin Street. So this would be Palisades Charter High School and the football field, and the school itself seems to be fine as well as the field. Water and power truck turning in the do not enter, and rolling up Tasco Canyon. That wind is really picking up though. Yeah, very strong winds. Not as strong as the night of the fire though. And whatever that building is, I don't know. It appears to be a very large one. Theater Palisades. Pearson Playhouse Theater is completely gone. Power lines down. And just like a random truck burned over here. Intersection of Sunset Boulevard and Tasco Canyon. Obviously, no lights and puddles. As for the actual park, it looks like not a lot of fire damage over here. Well, from the looks of it, you know, right here from a distance. Oh yeah, but you can see off in the hills a little bit. It's definitely, oh yeah, there's some fire damage over here. So this is by Tasco. You see the sign is burned. And looking over the hillside here, there's a squirrel running down there. You can see this entire side, this hillside, absolutely blazed. And from here, it looks like whatever houses were up there might not be, but I can't tell for sure. Fire definitely got into Tasco Canyon. You see all these palm trees burned. Some sort of burned piece of metal here. Looks like this would be the sign. What was the sign for the park here? A little bit of water just kind of running down the roads here on Sunset, accumulating. Whoa, about to ran this stick over. So we're headed on Sunset, and these apartments look fine here to the left. Apartments to the left, fine. Well, that apartment, not so much. Jelson's and this gas station, the Shell gas station, gone. '76 gas station seems okay. And continuing up Via de La Paz. You can see the Shell gas station is gone. And whatever these were, these buildings and cars. There's a tree here, burned tree that appears to have fallen on the car. Burned tree fell on the car here. And this neighborhood is looking horrific. I mean, I could just see right through this neighborhood. But on the right over there, some of those homes are fine. Not many of them, but some of them. This would be Charm Acres. Charm Acres is the name of the road here. Charm Acres Place. Power lines here in the tree, and that might be an indication of the winds that were here at one time. And it was strong winds, man. Strongest wind I'd ever felt in LA. the night of the fire. More homes, houses. 15417 is the address of that. Just home after home. 1207, 1213. And we're coming up on Whitfield Ave, 1214 Whitfield Ave, I believe. Pretty much completely taken out, except here we go, another random structure at 15325. Appears to be one of the few remaining homes in this entire neighborhood. Looks like some sort of retro truck here. Gone. 15312 is the address on this one. Stairs leading to nowhere. Another fireplace. Coming up on Monument Street, 1200 North Monument Street. Holy crap, dude. Just looking this way. It's the corner of Whitfield Ave and Monument Street. And another down power line here. I have rubber tires, right? Just hoping there's no active power lines out here. And there is a Mazda truck here. Appears to be intact, of all things. Oh, I thought I heard some water running. Audi, you can tell, was here during the fire. The right side of it's burned. Coming up on Embury Street, Embury and Best Store Boulevard. I mean, this street is just completely incinerated, as well as this entire block, McKendry Ave. And it's a Mustang. We'll continue down Best Store Boulevard. And it's just more of the same, man. More of the same. I might try going up. I don't even know what this road's called. Something off Best Store. But well, this would be maybe something significant to point out. It's whatever home this would be. I don't know. I don't see the address on it, but it seems to be pretty intact. One of the few lucky ones. Mercedes convertible, fine. Address here is 14915. And I mean, it speaks for itself, man. Volkswagen burned. There's a pool. BMW 3 Series, another BMW 5 Series maybe, retro car, and the Boxster is lucky to survive. This house, this white house, and this brown house, all of a sudden, garage seems to be fine. So right here at McKendry Ave, there seems to be a little bit of let up right on that particular corner. Was blessed somehow. A few of those houses seem to have made it. But across the street, not so much. See, this house is 14701 Whitfield Ave. It's fine. Looks like even this red house here, or whatever color it would be, green and red. But the mansion next door, no. Man, this just goes on and on and on. Range Rover, unburned. More homes gone. We're just going up the hill. I don't even know what street this is. I think the signs for the street might have been burned. Water running. And there's quite a bit of glass over here. I don't know if I can get up here safely. I don't want to get a flat this far out here. Well, I don't want to get a flat anywhere, but I think this is the end of the road here. Back on Bestor Boulevard. We'll take a left here, I guess. Bestor Boulevard in Kendry. And it's really kind of just, oh, I got a fire crew up here. Looks like fire district. Power lines down across the street again. And the retro 4-wheel drive truck, despite the wood panels, survived. Another downed power line, power pole. So we're at Chataqua Blvd. And we'll head down this street. Oh my goodness, man. This is just insane. I can't believe how much actually burned out here. Like, I mean, all of these houses, like the very minimum for any house out here is like 2 million. But, you know, multi-million is very common in this neighborhood. This back here appears to be some sort of Porsche. Possibly a higher end based on those little vents on the back. Maybe a GT3. Hard to say. Just the paint, man. I think that might be paint. Kind of crazy to see this car here with this cover on it. Kia appears to be largely intact on this side. The cover did melt. When they put that cover on there, I kind of doubt they were expecting it to cover from what has actually happened out here. And then down here, there are some houses intact. 1038, and I don't see the number for the one to the right, but those two made it. Um, 1025 here. Has an Audi in the driveway. Looks like nothing happened here. It's crazy though, like even for the houses that survived, it's like, bro, the neighborhood is like gone, and like, it's like, how can you just continue on, you know, living here even if your house did make it? Wow. Oh my God. I just can't believe the amount of destruction I'm seeing. I had no idea it was this bad. Another random house up here. But 928 survives, and I don't even see an address on this one. But the fire continued on. Tesla, Fox body Mustang. Oh, glass. Hopefully these tires don't end up getting a flat on me. I hope I don't get a little micro puncture. Carey Street. All right, Carey Street here, passing through. Not many cars at all out here, hardly anybody at all. More burned. 807 survived on Chataqua. This is Drummond Street, Chataqua and Drummond. A lot of these homes down here are fine. 745 Chataqua, 741 Chataqua, and oh, now suddenly not. And there's an Airstream just chilling here. And this would be Sunset we're rolling up on. I guess I'll go right. Chataqua Blvd. And this is Sunset, I believe. So just kind of cruising down Sunset back into the Palisades. We can see all of this, all of these homes. Gone. So turning on to Drummond. I mean, this neighborhood is just absolutely flattened. Turned around here, we'll go north on Drummond, and this would be Galloway Street. They're doing some news over there. I'll avoid that. Let's turn around and go down Sunset a little further. So, very few homes here on Sunset Boulevard, but there are some. 14934 appears to be all right. But and here's the fire station. Fire station number 69 here is fully fine. Across the street, no. And we'll be passing back through basically downtown Palisades. We'll go through the actual Palisades village. This is kind of more back behind like the main strip. Actually, like the downtown, like inner portion here appears to, well, let's take a look. Hanks, all of this stuff seems like okay. You can tell it got a little windy over here with all of this stuff blowing around here. But like the actual like shops and stuff here, aloe. The pizzeria, these buildings, somehow seems to actually be like okay compared to, you know, some of the surrounding neighborhoods anyway. This building, you can see Serena and Lily has a little bit of burned. Oh, I need to turn down the bells on this thing. But yeah, across the street from downtown Palisades, the houses are gone, but somehow like the main commercial center here seems like okay. Let's see if we can get up on this curb. So up on the curb, I think the parking is down there, and then kind of rolling through the main, like the back area of downtown Palisades, Buck Mason, Coastal Mexican. It's really crazy to see like how, I mean, you can see like ashes and stuff on the inside. But somehow, like, the ice cream shop here is fine. Well, I mean, I don't know if I say fine, but Alfred Coffee, Chanel. The pot broke. But it's kind of crazy to see, like, these high-end, like, stores. And all of this retail space is kind of, I mean, you can see inside there, there's ashes all on the inside, on the floors. And we got broken glass up here. So I'm gonna turn around, try to avoid getting a flat. Although we do have puncture resistant tires on this thing. I'm not trying to take any unnecessary chances. And carving through here, a little sign for Erewhon, Lululemon. I'm in the escalator leading down. Obviously not working. There does appear to be power on that sign down there. I believe I believe that would be an illuminated powered sign. And the front door of this place just open with some bottled water chilling there. Caruso. I'm really not too familiar with a lot of the brands and stuff that are even around here, but we can see all of these buildings appear to be largely fine, and here we can see this illuminated sign. Power's still on here. And crossing over the water area by Tasco Canyon that we were at earlier, this is Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard is like kind of like the last major through street that separates pretty much the hills from what would be, here's an e-bike chilling out there. The hills to the right of Sunset basically, and then like Sunset is the cutoff road between that and what I'd call, you know, like civilization. And Palisades Presbyterian Church, not much remains of that. Yeah, Palisades Presbyterian Church. Right here, right next door, this other church here, Palisades Lutheran Church. Seems to be mostly untouched. Fire truck coming up. Continuing down Sunset Boulevard. Apartment complexes here on the right. Seem all right, largely, until we get up to here where this fire truck is. We can see, yeah, smelling very smoky here. All of that taken out. Looks like this one, 801 Los Lomas Ave, managed by, I don't know if it's for sale or what, but Mustang. The shell of a Mustang that used to be Topanga State Park trailhead, 1 mile north this way. And I keep saying, you know, I'm gonna go down Sunset. Look at this, this house here is fine on the corner. 800 Sunset Ave possibly, or Akron Street. Is the sign a little burned up there? Sorry, I couldn't quite read that one. The white picket fence over here on Akron Street. Kind of symbolic of everything that we've been seeing here. The white picket fence just absolutely melted. Crossing Bienvenida and Sunset Boulevard. This neighborhood obviously is very, very affected by the fire. We do have 676, the greenhouse there on Bienvenida Boulevard is standing. Large tree is kind of standing. And here, just a few cars chilling there in this little greenhouse. 649 appears to be untouched, basically one of the few homes. How is this even possible? I don't get, like, how? And this is what you see around it. So this street is Las Lomas and Bienvenida. I think they said this is not a through street though. I need to get on Sunset. We're running out of camera, film, storage, and battery for that matter. Wow, this giant one here is fine. 550 Bienvenida, I believe would be the address. Absolute enormous house, but not next door. And another 911 out here. This is the first 911 I've seen that's still intact. 911 Carrera 4S. Very ashed over though. This looks like a rather modern house with a new Honda CR-V out front, completely blessed, it appears from here. And 511. So seems to be some sort of salvage for these houses. Now this would be, I don't know what I'm looking down on here, but it's not looking good. I have no idea what this is. I've never seen this. Got some workers here. We got to turn it around. And continuing down Sunset Boulevard. Starting to get a little bit of sun in our eyes. We got a fire truck here at Las Casas Ave and Sunset Boulevard. Fire truck 27. And the carnage continues, essentially. This is just an unbelievable amount of destruction. That one was for sale. I saw a for sale sign on it. And all the power lights, all of the traffic lights obviously out in the area. It's kind of hard to see with the sun in my eyes here. But this house remains. I don't even know where to point the camera, man. Like, house after house just burned to the ground on Sunset Boulevard on both sides of the street. That entire neighborhood up there, I don't even know where exactly that is. Just the right side of Sunset Boulevard here. This greenhouse, or whatever color that is fine. Mercedes on the driveway there, fine, but house is gone. Same on the left. Wow. My God, it just keeps going and going and going and going. I had no idea the extent of like how much I was going to be witnessing riding through the Palisades. Like, this is just absolutely crazy. We'll ride through this driveway here at 16. I forget what that said. But we can see the ocean right on through here. You can just see the ocean right through this house. But this little blue house right there next door seems to be totally fine. Across the street is just absolute, looks like an absolute bonfire. Got the fire crew out there working away, doing what they can, but I mean, dude, where do you even start? Like, where do you even start? Pacific Gardens Ocean View Apartments is just completely gone. Still cruising down Sunset Boulevard. We'll be getting onto the one here shortly. I don't know if that was a house or apartment complex or what. I really just don't know what to say, man. Oh, that wind, man. Very strong wind right here. And coming around the corner on Sunset, we can see all of that completely scorched, and this is the aftermath of people who abandoned their cars essentially at the end of Sunset Boulevard, and this became gridlock. The fire trucks couldn't get up here, and they literally just started bulldozing these cars out of the way because the fire trucks had to get through to try and, you know, get out here and put the fire out and do what they could do. But it just became, you know, a gridlock where nobody could drive anymore because traffic stopped and the cars behind decided they were just going to get out. And then you could see the footage of the bulldozer just coming through here, bulldozing these cars. You can see this wheel bent in on this BMW. And this RAV4 just chilling here in the middle of the street. Somehow, I don't know how that one's there, but all these ones you can see fire got to them. So all these ones just burned up. And you know, I don't know if I'm right or wrong about this. This to me, I feel like, is that paint that liquefied and came down off these cars? But we can see they're just all burned to the ground. Completely insane. What a crazy sight to see, man. So just all the cars on the left here, you can see completely burned. And the ones on the right here, somehow the fire didn't get to the ones on the right. But nonetheless, I mean, and continuing down Sunset past that little stretch of cars there, things are starting, and every time I say this, I have to eat my own words, take it back. Starting to look maybe not quite as bad down here. Oh, yep, never mind. It's pure destruction there at that little complex on the right. Might have to come back on another day because I'm about out of footage here, out of camera space. Yep, whatever was here at this intersection is appears to be gone. Ventura Fire Department. And as you can see, the ocean, you can see the ocean at this point. So we'll be exiting the disaster zone and getting onto the one. I did post another video riding a little further down the one. We're not going to be going there today. Let this fire truck through, but we might end up riding down to Pacific Coast Highway and assessing the damage further on down that way, because a lot of homes on the actual PCH down there did not make it. So all that area up there is where we just were. You can see one of the firefighters up there just standing and overlooking the ocean, but I mean, that is all oceanfront property up there. And we'll check out the Malibu Village here. Malibu Village private road. See if we can make it up here. But yeah, this is another mobile home park here, it appears, and there's like one remaining over here, crazy enough. We'll loop back around that way in a second. There's like two actually there, but as you can see, pretty much everything here is just entirely gone, and there are nails all over on the ground. I'm trying to watch where I'm going, but it looks like each one of these structures here was a mobile home at one time. And coming around this way, you can see same deal here. Just all of them gone. There's the remains of a Fiat. I think I hear a drone above me. And somehow, this one remains. This one and the next one. So two are here. And the Mini Cooper right over there tucked in the corner. This is kind of crazy. It's like a random bullet shell here. Look at that. I'm not putting my fingerprints on that thing, man. I just see it. I did not touch it. And riding out of here, you can see this is obviously some pretty prime real estate. Was pretty prime real estate overlooking the one, man. And we can see military here putting together some sort of tents, potentially, I don't know, maybe for temporary housing. I really have no idea. But yeah, they're hard at work over here. All the Humvees and all the military in the military uniforms. And as you know, I already saw that in my previous video, but hopefully this video was able to shed a little bit of light on what's going on around here in Pacific Palisades in Los Angeles. Just absolutely devastating to the community. And thanks for watching the video. Hopefully it's been helpful. If there's anything you want to see in particular, let me know and I'll see if I can do it for you. Catch you in the next one, guys.